EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Richardson going right to the air. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. But you look at this defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and long. And this is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. That's caught at the 25. Big yardage that time for Washington. 42 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going right back to Dodson. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Colts did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Stays on his feet to about the 35, 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6. Richardson to throw off play action. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. And he's got Pierce. Touchdown Colts. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
There he goes, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Richardson working from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Throw left side, complete to Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side. Touchdown Colts! Alec Pierce. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, Richardson. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken at the 46. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a 10-yard loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. Open man is Chase, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing left side, it's complete. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Ooh, with a juke. And some room to roam now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
The 20. 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good.
Their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the Washington first down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackle there by Nick Cross.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receiver...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 67 yards.
And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Now the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Come on, stand back. What do we got?
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final...
And now here's another interception. Interception return for the Colts TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That one complete out to Dotson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Colts, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again